Cosmos is another favorite project which I believe is set to make a new all-time high. You definitely want to stay tuned. Hello and welcome everybody to the channel. Dr. Crypto is hosting you and I'm back with another episode of your favorite altcoin, my favorite altcoin, very nice project, Cosmos. And we'll be figuring it out if it still has some room to go to the upside because it had some nice ride recently. So before we jump right into it, guys, please take some time, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so in this form we're not gonna miss any video that I will be posting in the future. And of course, if you like Cosmos, if you're in the community of Cosmos, you're investing in it, and you would like more people to see this video and be aware of the potential of Cosmos, don't forget to smash that like button. So guys, let's jump into the Cosmos and see actually what is it about. Cosmos, as if you knew the coin, of course you know what it is about, but we'll have some kind of brief description about Cosmos for those who are new to the project. Well, I will call it yet another Ethereum-like project, like many others. As you know, we have many in the space that are trying to do the job that Ethereum been doing for a quite bit long time. We have projects like Cardano, Polkadot, Avalanche, Algorand, and of course many others, but Cosmos also is in the space and is functional. Guys, when it comes to all these Ethereum like project, we have to actually distinguish between two form of them. We have to categorize them in two categories, I believe. One category which is actually functional at the moment and they deliver their promises, and the other category which are still promising but they didn't deliver anything yet. That means there are not smart contracts running on them. But Cosmos, fortunately, is one of those that already deliver these promises, and there are smart contracts. There are smart contracts running on it, and there are projects are being built on it. That's very important point because, well, all of them are interesting, and to be honest with you, actually, I'm holding most of them, if not all, in my portfolio. Of course, the ratio is different, as I believe differently in different on this project. But the thing is, for me, functionality matters. For example, Cardano was one of my favorite projects since 2017. Unfortunately, I didn't have my channel that time to let you know, guys, about Cardano, but it was crazily going to the upside. I'm happy about it. Of course, if you are in the Cardano community, you're happy about it, but we're still waiting at least some more days to see if smart contracts are moving onto Cardano and actually it will be functional, because there are a lot of things to consider. For example, developers need to be happy with Cardano or any other of this project, and they should be happy to build on it. Anyways, of course, all of them coming with some solution to the basic problems that Ethereum has. And in between, they are also trying to be different than each other, which is actually so much into detail that most of us cannot understand in reality, because we are not, developer, or we are not programmer or something that we can understand the details. But they have some also distinct differences. For example, Cosmos is different with Polkadot is different with Cardano is different with Avalanche with Algorand. All of them, they have some kind of differences between each other, which is of course very important when it comes to developer. And of course, developer at the end of the day has to choose which one to choose and which one to go with in order to build their project on them. Anyways, so Cosmos, actually, the internet of blockchains, this is what is actually they introduce themselves in one brief sentence, right? So Cosmos is an ever expanding ecosystem of interconnected apps and services built for decentralized future. As far as to my knowledge, guys, Cosmos is actually trying to make some kind of bridge between different blockchains. So it wanna make the connection in this space. It doesn't want to just actually bind the project or the things that are being built on it to itself or to one project only, so they can actually have communication between them. And there are a lot to read in their website what is Cosmos and how you can build on it, and there are a lot. Look at it, there are a lot you can, of course, we are not sitting here reading all of them together, but you can read and try to understand as much as you can about Cosmos. But here is what I want to actually point out is the vision of Cosmos, right? Blockchain 3, what they introduced themselves. So the vision of Cosmos is to make it easy for developers to build blockchain and break the barriers between blockchains by allowing them to transact with each other. This is just what I told you, which is quite interesting about Cosmos. I think is one of the main difference between Cosmos and other blockchains that are already in the space. The end goal is to create an internet of blockchains, a network of blockchains able to communicate with each other in the decentralized way. Well, guys, it sounds so actually interesting to me. With Cosmos, blockchains can maintain sovereignty, process transactions quickly, and communicate with other blockchains in the ecosystem, making it optimal for a variety of use cases. So, I mean, this part I think for all of us is easy to understand that what they are mainly aiming to do, and that's quite interesting. I mean, Cosmos, if you agree with me, guys, if you had Cosmos under your radar, actually, it had, of course, some kind of huge movement to the upside since the bull market has started. Of course, you can see Cosmos was at the price of $2, $3, $4. I mean, this low, for example, was even $1.8, and we went all the way up to how much it was $25 here. We actually at before we actually Bitcoin crash, it hit nearly $30. But then, of course, we had this kind of a crash in the market for weeks, and then, as you can see, the price was even less than $10. Of course, it was a good buy opportunity. And then today, as I'm speaking, Cosmos is there to breaking its all-time high. That's why I'm actually speaking about Cosmos. Not only it is a nice project, but it could be nice opportunity to get into the Cosmos. I will show you the chart of the Cosmos and I will tell you why. But guys, before that, a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not certified for advising financially. So please do your research and make your own mind and invest wisely. If you're a trader, of course, trade responsibly, as you cannot blame on anybody if you lose your money. So please act responsibly. Anyways, now Cosmos, of course I'm not gonna actually analyze it in this chart. I just wanted to show you that how it was going historically. But let's go to Atom against Atom. Of course is the token of Cosmos, as you know. So this is a line I've had, and I was watching Cosmos. I actually had my kind of long-term resistance line against Bitcoin on various kind of altcoins, and I was always watching and waiting for the breakout. And at the moment today, and I mean during the past 1 to 2 weeks, I can say that alt season has just initiated, and that's why you see Bitcoin going down. Of course, if it has some major downside, it takes altcoin down with it, but as soon as it stabilizes itself at some level, then altcoin starts to gain some values because they are gaining against Bitcoin. Before they were gaining against US dollar, which is not a good thing. That's why when I'm taking, like, for example, Atom USDT, it's nice to take a look at. Of course, it's an important thing to watch, but I don't care. I care when it comes to altcoin about the particular altcoin that I'm considering against Bitcoin with its BTC pair. And now I'm very happy these days because I'm also a fan of altcoin. There are some people in the space they are only with Bitcoin and maximum they go to Ethereum. But I'm actually open to go to any kind of altcoin, even if it's altcoin gem. As you know, if you followed my channel, I'm talking about some gems which are actually risky, and you have to also do a lot of research and put a little bit of your investment in them. But still, I'm into gems, good altcoin, famous altcoin, and also Bitcoin, of course, which is the king of the market. Anyways, this is the nice thing that we are seeing today. All of the lines of resistance against Bitcoin in most of the project, I would say, they are being broken. That's why we see every day one of these altcoins going up. Actually, today, as I'm talking about Cosmos, it had a rise right to the upside. I will show you. We had a breakout in here. This is daily, right? Long term, since Cosmos actually was created, of course, right? So here I was looking at this line. I was waiting for a breakout. Here we have a very nice W basic, simple pattern that it was bullish. I was actually expecting this breakout to happen, but afterward, did I long it or something, or did I? No, I was waiting for a correction. And here, of course, another correction we have had, and now I can tell you is very perfectly confirmed that we touched this line twice and it supported us, and now we are actually at the level of some kind of resistant, long-term resistant. As you can see here, for example, I can put this box some areas in here. This is actually a big resistance to watch. But guys, to be honest, I'm actually so optimistic on this move, and I believe we could have some kind of where is my marker in here, brush? Yeah, here. We could have probably, I don't expect it to go this way, to be honest, guys. This is too much to expect. If that happens, then Cosmos hodler or Atom hodler would be, celebrating most probably, because after this box, after this area of resistance, we will probably go for the all-time high. This is very interesting, Cosmos, because it was just sell off against Bitcoin all the time, and if it's there to gain its volume all the way back, then oh my god, it could be, the sky is the limit, guys. Anyways, I'm expecting some kind of these movements, right? I'm expecting, and then eventually I'm expecting the move to the upside. Of course, not a financial advice, as it could be sideways and to the downside, have a retest and it's even failed. But I really don't expect the second scenario. I expect this first scenario, which is suggesting to the upside. So guys, I think if you're asking me, it's a good buy, it's a good time to buy into the Cosmos. Of course, I never have any answers for you, as I'm not advising you financially. But what I'm doing, I can tell you, of course, what I do. What I do is actually, I'm looking closely at the Cosmos these days. I told you in my previous videos that I'd rather to buy into a coin more expensive when it's confirmed that we have the breakout than buying into the danger zone, which actually anytime can push us to the downside, which actually, as a trader, I'm also not yet convinced that we are that bullish on Bitcoin yet, because the scenario is going on at the moment with Bitcoin. If you have watched my previous videos, because I have daily Bitcoin price analysis, if you have watched my previous, if you're following me in the trading, that you have seen, I'm watching at the moment 3 levels, and I'm watching very closely to see if Bitcoin is there to break. Well, my logic and my feelings are quite different. My logic says that we could be in a bull trap since we started from 28,000 to 53,000, and my feeling says the bull run is not over. My feeling says we are seeing some nice alt season, and then we will see some kind of huge run of the Bitcoin and other alt season, and then crash to the bear market. That's what is my feeling saying. But feeling, you have to put it a little bit to the side, because you are dealing with your money. Money is not, investment is not about the feeling. It could, of course, have some kind of effect, But if you want to stay on the safe side, go with your logic. And the logic says any scenario could happen at this moment because we have many of the resistance above of the Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin is not surviving, market will not survive, even though we have some kind of an alt season at the moment. So guys, let me know, of course, what you think about Cosmos in the comment down below. If you have, it's a good time to buy into the Atom token. If you are hodling it, if you are happy with it, if you are thinking to buy, considering to buy and new to Cosmos, let me know what you're doing in the comment down below. And of course, I appreciate that. I like to have the community which everybody's talking and having some battle. It's nice, of course, with respect. Always we can talk and share ideas. I mean, without hate, of course, with love, we can always help each other to invest wiser. Actually, we can help each other to trade better, and we have to put emotion a little bit away. I mean, this market is actually bound to emotion a lot. I would say that it's like everybody is in love with Bitcoin. Of course, my only market that I'm in is the cryptocurrency market, and I'm a believer on blockchain. I can tell you that I'm a believer on blockchain. I mean, not necessarily I'm believing so much in the currency prospect of the crypto market, but when it comes to blockchain, what Ethereum, Cardano, by Smart Chain, Solana, let's say Polkadot, Terra, they are trying to do, actually, it's what I can see the future in them, which is quite nice. Going to Cosmos, Twitter is actually one of the places that I look when it comes to the altcoin. That I look, first of all, maybe it could be a little bit interesting to you, but I look how many followers they have, and it tells me how strong community is behind that kind of project. Of course, this big project, we don't need to actually say, I mean, they of course have a strong community already, but that tells me that how much of like support they get from the people behind them. Then actually I try to read what news they have. I see how much activity they have in the Twitter. This one, the last post 16 hours ago, which is reasonable. They have talked, they had an announcement in here. You have to follow them in Twitter. Twitter is definitely is the place for the crypto market and sharing idea. And of course, guys, if you give me a follow in Twitter, that would be my pleasure. That's my page. You can just find the link in the description below, and you can follow me. I'm not having so much followers. It's I think 13 days old, my channel and my activity. Of course, I had this Twitter since 2017 that I was working with, but well, I was just reading. I was not having some activities. Then at the end I said, why not? I mean, I've been in this market for a couple of years, so let's build a community, because I saw a lot of unfairness in the space. I mean, there are a lot of YouTubers, they're famous, they're trying to just pump the market, get people into buying sometimes when it's not a good time to buy. So I felt like, let's make an honest community, which a channel which actually is all inclusive. We could have trading, because I'm trading regardless of the direction of the market, if it's short, if it's long, wherever. I mean, in any direction that possibly we could make money, I'm happy with that. I'm open to that opportunities, but I'm not also a trader who doesn't care about the market. I love cryptocurrency market and I invest long term in it. So that's another story that I'm taking. So in this channel, in this community, we can have the all inclusive community that we can talk about trading, we can talk about investment. So guys, if that's interesting to you, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that, and I would love to be in touch with you guys. With all that being said, that was all I got, and for this video I will come back to you very soon, very shortly, and I wish you a great day. Be blessed. Dr.